What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Julio back with another video, and in today's video I'm just gonna go over a trade that I took on Friday. Unfortunately, it was a loss. I lost what, $108. Um I took the trade on YM or US30 or Dow Jones, however you want to call it, doesn't really matter. But yeah, on futures. So this was the trade right here. I took a sell after I saw that price grab this liquidity right here, and I was aiming for 1 or 2, but price never came down and it just stopped me out. But let me give you guys a bit of insight on why I took the trade. So this is the replay mode on the 5-minute time frame on Friday. Right before 8 a.m. So what I saw that price basically grabbed liquidity right here, so it didn't close under this previous low on the 1-hour time frame. So usually when that happens, I'm expecting it to go up, and if it was the opposite, let's just say price fails to close above a high, I'd be expecting it to go down. So I just marked out this high right here, and I went on the 5-minute time frame. I usually get on the charts around 8:30, 8:45. So let me just fast forward that. Oh yeah, the big candle is news. There was CPI news released at 8:30 on Friday. So as you guys can see, it broke structure to the upside, and then I was just waiting for the 1-hour candle to close. So the 8 a.m. 1-hour candle closed above the previous high, and then I saw that it failed to close above this other high right here. So like I said earlier, when that happens, I just expect it to go on the other side or in the other direction. So I can delete this. Okay. Let me mark out this low, because to me that's the low, or I guess the area that's more probable of. Wait, no. Let me rephrase that. Basically, when I mark out a high or a low on the 1-hour time frame, that's basically the area where I'm expecting price to go. I'm not saying it has to go there in the next hour, in the next 3 hours, but that's just like mentally, that's the direction I want to see price go to. So in this case, price grabbed liquidity right here, and I went on the 5-minute time frame, and let me fast forward this. Price did end up going down, taking out this low. Once I saw that, I'm like, okay, price just keeps on grabbing highs and lows without giving me a setup. I need something. And then I realized that this 5-minute high and this 5-minute low were actually the same exact highs and lows on the 1-hour time frame. So what I did next is I was just waiting for a liquidity grab, whether that was price grabbing this high's liquidity or this low's liquidity. I would either take a buy setup or a sell setup, and yeah, I ended up oh my days, hold on, let me delete this. Yeah, and price came up here. I don't know why I'm screaming. Price came up there, and yeah, it failed to close above this 5-minute swing high. I know there's a lot of lines. Let me delete some. It basically failed to close above this 5-minute and 1-hour high. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Most of the time when I take these types of trades, where let's just say this right here is the 1-hour time frame, and this here is the 5-minute time frame. Basically, when the time frames match each other, when they have the same highs and same lows, to me that's just a no-brainer. It's just, I'll just wait for price to either grab a high or a low and just take a buy or sell setup. So in this case, price went up here, grabbed this liquidity, and yeah, I was just aiming for 1 or 2. I entered the trade off of the break of the candle. That's pretty much how I enter every single trade. I just wait for price to either break a candle high if I was buying, or a candle low if I was selling. In this case, it broke this candle, the previous candle's low. So I sold right here, took a short right there, placed my stop loss above the previous high, and I was aiming for 1 to 2. And yeah, this candle right here, so this one, stepped in mid game and just cooked me, bro. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The only downside about this trade, I realized afterwards, was that basically price took forever to grab this high. Like, this high is from 8:30 and it only grabbed it at 10:10. So that's not really ideal, because if you pay attention to my other trades, yeah, perfect example. I took this trade. It should have been a 1 to 2, but whatever. I decided to close at a 1 to 1. But yeah. So as you guys can see, this is more like, I guess, direct. There's no price making a low, then making a high, and then just doing a bunch of whatever you want to call this, and then grabbing this low to go back up. But yeah, for example, this low was from 9:20 and this one 10, so not even 40 minutes afterwards. So I was perfectly fine with taking that. But if you look at this one, that's almost 2 hours after, if not 2 hours, 8:30 and 10:10. Yeah, almost 2 hours after. So that was the only issue about the trade. What else do I have to say? Yeah, and also in the future, I will try to avoid taking trades like these, because I realized, not just with this trade, but with like months of either backtesting or like trading live, I realized that when price takes forever to either break a high or break a low, and in my case, when it takes forever to grab the liquidity of a high or a low, it usually just ends up going in that direction. So let me give you guys an example. Let's just say price is bearish, and then like all of these are swing highs and swing lows on the 5-minute time frame, and then price pulls back and ranges, blah blah, consolidates, and then goes back down, and then gives me like an entry, or I guess a setup, which is basically when I see price failing to close above a high or under a low, and in this case it failed to close under this low. What will happen is it will usually just continue in that direction, and that's literally what happened. So yeah, but that only happens, like, I realize it only happens when price either ranges a lot in between the two, or it just takes hours for it to grab the liquidity. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, I do believe I have a clip of my trade, because I was trading on my phone. I was going to Pittsburgh, but yeah, so that was pretty much it. That was the trade. Yeah, I didn't take any trades today, even though there was a setup on NQ. It was a loss though, but that's perfectly fine. It was this 15-minute zone right here. I know it's huge, and I wanted to sell right here, but it would make me risk way too much money, and I'm not trying to do that. So yeah, I was gonna aim for 1 to 1 because of how big the candle is, and it's also 100 points. But price, yeah, it just never went to the TP. So that would have been a loss if I had a bigger account. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know when that's gonna be, but hopefully next week. So yeah, peace.